Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be playing Restaurant Tycoon 2. This is going to be a multiple part series, which every single day that I post is going to be an hour long, but it's going to be edited because I don't want y'all to suffer. So it's going to be an hour long and seeing how far I am able to progress within the hour every single day that I'm able to record. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started into today's video. Day one, or technically the first couple of minutes, I was forced to look upon my first restaurant. So I had looked through the options and I found that there were multiple options. So I had to look through all of them to see which one would best fit me. And you will see it later. But my plan was to get more tables and more seats so I could get more people going to the restaurant, which then would lead to more money coming. But what I should have done, which I regret later, was getting more workers because the money that was first offered was more than enough to get a waiter and a cook, which I should have done first, which would have been smarter for me. But here's the restaurant I chose. So now that it has started, I have to now do the tutorial, and once I finish the tutorial, I can now start to work. So I got my first customers. I thought I could do it through the window. It did not work, so I had to walk the full way. So I was trying to click, and it was just not working for me. So I was just like confused, thinking I didn't click on them, but I did. Yeah, and then I clicked farther away, and it worked. So I just waited for them to get to their tables so I could, serve them. So it runs more smoothly. But this was for like a couple of minutes before I could get like anything good. But then, I kind of realized that I had a little bit of money. So, I went to the restaurant to get more tables and more seats. Because like I said, when I first thought of it, more tables, more seats, more customers, but more work, which was hard for me to control. But they finally ordered, which they both wanted cheeseburgers. First minutes, like the first 30 minutes, it was just pure cheeseburgers. So it was not good. But towards the end of the 30 minutes, it started becoming more Mexican style restaurant. So that was good for me. But then I was forced to cook. But I didn't realize till earlier on that I could have gotten a waiter and a cook. Now I'm able to carry more dishes. It is what it is. But yeah. So table for two. I'll speed on to more farther ahead because clearly you guys do not want to be seeing me work. But I'll put on a little montage of me just working away before I get those cooks. It was just a couple of minutes before I realized I could hire a chef. But then I realized I was not able to afford the waiter. But that was more later on. But just wanted to let you guys know. So I clicked on them to get them their table, as usual. But I was trying to figure out on how to train them. And then I realized I had to cook to show him how to cook. It's been a while since I played. But yeah, the day one was complete, so I was able to unlock some new menu items, but that was more later on. But I was showing him how to cook because, I realized if I'm gonna do this solo, it was not gonna be easy at all. So I thought it would be better if I had more assistance. So I also kind of really hated that I could only carry one plate at a time. So it was kind of irritating that I was only able to do one plate at a time. So my next purchase instead of the waiter was for me to be able to carry 3 plates instead of just one, which honestly really just saved me. But I'll show you the montage and I'll show you me getting the waiter and the 3 plate stuff later.
O chão vai tremer e os graves vão bater.
É nós que dá função, é muito som, muita mina de longe eu vejo os paredão. O sub alucina, o sub alucina, o sub alucina.
Os graves vão bater. Mais uma qualidade, Fabrício César.
It's been a couple of minutes since I was able to, afford the 3 plate. But then I get a notification that a VIP has come to my restaurant of a 1 point lower. I thought she was gonna go to 5 star or something, but no, she came here instead, which was good for me and the company. So, to make sure no distractions and she got her food on time, I more so just focused on her instead of everybody else, kind of being a little bit disrespectful to the other clientele that were in the fine establishment. But, it was a little bit quiet, so I decided to more or so get some music, which I had some unlocked since I had some gems before or played before. So I turned that on eventually. You'll probably see it. But I was quick to get her his stuff. But I needed to help my man, so I did start helping in the kitchen just so I could serve her in time. Because she was the person that helped me get my first waiter, which was wonderful. So I'll let you guys go back to the montage until, well, something important happens. So I decided that since I got my waitress, I decided to get more tables. Like that's not gonna do that much. But little did I know it was gonna do a lot, you know. There's gonna be a lot of customers. And well, somebody came here with their birthday. So, we had to be on our best performance, but I was focused, making food since I have a waiter. But then, towards like a bit more after in this montage, um, I start to realize something. I start to realize that this is too slow. My waiter is too slow because me and the chef are on point. So I needed to save up for more waiters. So it was either more tables or more waiters. So I got an extra table so I could get more food, which means more money, which means I can actually get the waiter in time. Since we're kind of reaching the halfway mark of the the challenge, since 30 minutes is half. Well, I originally looked at the my star rating, and let's just say it was like things were very low. So I tried to, get things up. And then I realized I'm poor. I'm not going to be able to do this. So I yeah. So I gave up on that, but yeah. Later on I do kind of put some things in, but it's just a little bit of things since I don't have that much money. Since I'm trying to progress fast. Well, not really fast, but just trying to progress, at a decent pace. So let's get back to the montage. So, clearly there were some cool things that happened. A VIP after a few minutes, like 15-ish minutes, and then a birthday girl after like another 15 or 5, I don't remember. But another VIP practically 30 minutes after the other VIP. So, that was good for me. But since I wasn't collecting the money fast enough, I collected it all at one time, which means the people were coming in practically at the same time, which means me and I had to work really hard to get all the food out fast just so we could get money because it was just James. And I want James to have a friend since he was not, being too happy, doing it all alone. with all the workers. So I tried to help him out a little bit, but yeah, so it didn't really work out. But I checked my rating to see if I could, potentially get it better, but yeah, it was not worth it. But um, yeah, I guess that's a checkup for today. Huh? I'll catch you in the montage. The 40 mark, like maybe 45, 47, around there. So we're close to the end. So here I just try to build it bigger since there's not that much room to get more tables since I unlocked my waiter because of the VIP. But it's day 8, I guess. So I was able to get some more stuff. I unlocked the Mexican cuisine. So, I went hard on that, purely getting like Mexican stuff. So to convert it to the Mexican style. So, yeah. Um, so I just cooked, did the things that we do, well, for the video. But I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. So the first time thing has happened. A celebrity has come into my building, which is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But the thing is, he looks like LeBron James with, you know, so I don't know, I'm confused. So, but through the end of the before the montage, um, I found out what the matte black bull was. I thought it was a cuisine. I didn't read it right. So, for being illiterate, I was stupid. But I found out. we could use it. So I used it, but after like a while. But yeah, I also got more stuff for the Mexican cuisine to make that number one instead of the US food. So I did check my rating 2.0, not that bad. We're reaching the end of the video, and I'll catch you at the end, I guess. So it's the end of the video. We're practically at the 90 mark, but we're not actually at it. We're like a 58. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, comment, like, I don't know, subscribe. I don't know, but LeBron James is out, so that's good. But he gave us some things, which is good. We do need the money, but at the end, we have a 2.0 rating after an hour, which is good for the progress that we made. But I'll catch you guys on the next episode.